Hey everybody, I'm Matt Stevens here with RK Motors in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we've got something special for you. This is a 1963 Dodge Polara, but this isn't just any 1963 Dodge Polara. You see, this is the 1963 Dodge Polara that Boyd Coddington and his crew built in conjunction with Make-A-Wish Foundation to make one teenager's dreams come true. Max Cohen was a teenager that was battling cancer, and one of his dreams was to design a hot rod. Boyd Coddington made that happen, and it was actually televised on Discovery Channel's American Hot Rod series. And you can actually see YouTube video links for those in our link in the description below. Now, when Max and Boyd first met for design concept phases, Max wanted a couple of things. He wanted something that had a big, wide grille, something that you see in your mirror and you know it's behind you, something with road presence. And he wanted a Dodge. They landed on a 1963 Dodge Polara. And boy, can I tell you, this looks great. Max also wanted black. It doesn't get much more sinister than that. And this car has got a massive road presence. Look at the stance. The stance is great. One of the first priorities on the build list was getting some big, beefy rear tires back there at the rear. And they definitely got that going. Given Boyd Coddington and his crew are first-rate craftsmen, you can rest assured that the attention to detail, the craftsmanship, the level of massage and finesse put into the build of this car is there, without a doubt. A lot of passion behind this car. As far as body modifications, there's not many. What you will notice is they blacked out the front grille here. It looks great. Nice aggressive look matched with the black exterior. We've got the big aggressive hood scoop here, Max Hemi decals on the side, and obviously down the profile of the car, all the stainless body trim has been shaved, door handles have been shaved, but it keeps that cool, low, mean, hot rod look. Every other feature of the car, every other part of the car is just as nice, so let's check that out. Let's go on into the interior and show you around in there. All right, guys, here we are inside the interior, and the first thing you'll notice is the red on red on red, but I think it looks great. What better color combination than black on red? It looked great then, it still looks great today on late model cars. I'm a fan of it. Everything inside is pretty simple, but all custom. From the dashboard, the folks over at Ultimate Fighting Championship donated the custom gauges, and they're very legible, which is absolutely a plus in my book when it comes to a classic car ownership. Steering wheel looks great. Looks like it is a tilting column, absolutely, so you can get comfortable. The seats, fully custom tailored. B&M ratchet shifter, if you're not familiar with them, don't let them intimidate you. They're actually very easy to learn, very easy to drive once you get the hang of it. Nice foot pedals down here, custom carpet with nice red leather piping. Everything looks great. Again, it's very simple, and topped off with the Boyd Coddington badge right here by your left knee. So when they decided on a Dodge, Boyd said, let's put a Hemi in it. And that's what they did. Check this out. Chrysler supplied the 472 cubic inch Hemi motor here, topped by MoPar cross ram intake. Looks cool, looks vintage, looks mean, looks fast. Two big 4-barrel Holley carburetors up top. This thing looks like a beast, and it's got the power to back it up. Rated at 525 horsepower, 540 pound-feet of torque. This thing will get you where you need to go, and it's going to sound good doing it. You'll also notice some custom metal fabrication inside, custom inner fenders here, custom firewall, Boyd Coddington garage signature to top things off. Everything looks nice and clean, and if you look below these pulleys down here, you'll see some of the MagnumForce supplied suspension components. Let's get this thing up on the lift so you can take a closer look at those, and then after that, we'll get it outside and take it for a little spin. All right, guys, here we are underneath the car, and as I previously mentioned, MagnumForce did supply the front and rear suspension components. We have tubular components, and not only does it help save with the weight and extra power of this Hemi up top, but it also allowed the removal of the original torsion bars. We now have coilover suspension, all four corners. The original steering system was taken out. We now have a rack and pinion set up. We have Baer disc brakes also at all four corners. Now moving on back, A727 TorqueFlite transmission made it to the Hemi. It's sending power back to a Currie rear axle. We've also got ladder bar rear clips supplied by MagnumForce, helping get the power to the ground. Also helping get the power to the ground are these beefy Goodyear tires. We've got a staggered setup. So up front we have 225 series tires wrapping 17-inch wheels. Out back we've got big 20-inch wheels, custom Boyd Coddington, and these are wrapped in some wide 295 tires. And that was one of their focuses on the build, was getting as much tire back here under these rear fenders. And it looks like they did a pretty good job at doing it. So let's get this car back on the ground, let's fire it up, and let's take it outside. Boy, she wants to move. It's too bad we don't have a good drag strip easily available for us. I'm gonna come back around. I'm just gonna put her in neutral just so you can see how easy it is. 2 bumps forward to get to reverse from drive. You do have to hit that reverse lockout. Now we're just going to bring it down. Now one cool thing is we'll go all the way down to first gear and we can bump it forward. Hardly any throttle input, and definitely this thing wants to move. She has got a lot of brass behind that Hemi. And on a nice day like today, it's about 68 degrees out here. This thing is such a joy to drive. I tell you what, it is a head turner. It's different. It's not a cookie cutter classic. This thing is low, mean, wide, just what Max and Boyd and the boys wanted. Man, what a blast. I love this car. How awesome is it? What a blast to drive. This is an amazing machine. And I tell you what, this was a special project for Boyd and his team. This was a special auction for Barrett-Jackson. This car raised over $500,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's truly a special car, and we're pleased to offer it to you for sale today at RK Motors Charlotte. If you have any other questions such as financing or transport, we can also help you with those. So please give us a call, visit our website, or come by our showroom at 5527 Lakeview Road in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hope to see you soon.